ਮੇਰੀ ਖੱਲੋਂ
ਡੰਡਾਉਤ ਬੰਦਨ ਅਨਕ ਬਾਰ ਸਰਬ ਕਲਾ ਸਮਰੱਥ ਡੋਲਣ ਤੇ ਰੱਖੋ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇ ਕਰ ਹੱਥ ਤੇਰੇ ਜੋਰ ਮੈਂ ਗੁੰਗਾ ਕਹਤਾ ਹੂੰ ਤੇਰਾ ਸਦਕਾ ਤੇਰੀ ਸ਼ਰਨ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਦੂਜੀ ਵਾਰ ਆਪਨੜੇ ਹੱਥ ਆਰਸੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਪਤਿਤ ਪਾਵਨ ਭਗਤ ਵਚਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਦੇ ਖਜ਼ਾਨੇ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ. We're blessed again to be gathered together so we can continue learning from the teachings given to us in the Vaaran of Bhai Gurdas Ji, the Gursikh who has been blessed by Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji, as those Vaaran are the key to understanding Gurbani and Gursikhi. We have previously completed the first Vaar of the 40 Vaars of Bhai Gurdas Sahib Ji, and we are about to start the second Vaar. In the first Vaar, Bhai Sahib Ji describes the history and the coming of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji. In the last pauri of the last Vaar, they described the Gurmantar. Vaheguru Gurmantar hai jap hum mein khoi. The Gurmantar that is given to us by the Panj Pyare, that was brought by Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, that eradicates all our ego and harm as we are on our journey to become one with Vaheguru. In this second Vaar, Bhai Sahib Gurdas Sahib Ji is describing the omnipresence, the omni-existence of Akal Purkh Vaheguru. In each pauri, they're going to give different examples of how that is the case, so we can understand that God exists everywhere. So in Sikhi, this is probably one of the only religions or the only faiths or the only dharms. I'm using English words. Obviously to us, it's a way of life, it's a panth, it's a path. It's one of the only ways which describes Vaheguru as existing everywhere. Many of the faiths, religions describe God as a person sitting in a heaven, but in our Sikhi, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Sikhi, the blessings, the true teachings, God, Vaheguru, Akal Purkh Vaheguru exists everywhere. They exist within us. They exist in all of their creation. They are Nirgun as well as Sargun, as well as having a form. They're also Nirgun, existing everywhere. And in this Vaar, Bhai Sahib Ji is going to describe in each pauri within different examples. But let us focus on this first pauri, because in this first pauri, Bhai Sahib Ji is going to give the ustati of Vaheguru, given an example of how they are so great. It is Mangal Roop to start off this pauri, and then they're going to give the ustati of Vaheguru and what the power and the Shakti of Vaheguru is. And then at the end of each pauri, we're going to hear how only coming to the Sadh Sangat, the Sat Sangat, that we can understand and experience and become one with Vaheguru. So let us focus and concentrate in this first pauri of this second Vaar. This second Vaar has 20 pauris in total. Let us concentrate and let us try and understand Bhai Gurdas Sahib Ji's teachings so we can understand Gurbani better. Satnam Sri Vaheguru Sahib Ji, Ik Oankar. So Bhai Sahib Ji describes by remembering the one Akal Purkh Vaheguru, who is the creator, our nourisher, and also our deliverer, Ik Oankar, and how are they experienced? How do we reach them? Satgur Prasad. Satgur, Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, Guru Khalsa, the Panj Pyare, through their blessings, Gur Prasad, can we reach the oneness with Vaheguru and break free from the 84 lakh June. Duji Vaar. So this is the beginning of the second Vaar of the 40 Vaars. Obviously this Vaar contains 20 pauriyan, and we're in the first pauri today. Apanade Hath Arsi. So Akal Purkh Vaheguru in their own hand. Apanade Hath Arsi very simply can be described as mirror, but generally it's described as like a steel, a loha, an iron, a shiny iron which you can see yourself. So mirror. So just think of a mirror, but a mirror, not a glass mirror necessarily, but a mirror made from steel. You can still see yourself in shiny steel, but the effect of a mirror. Apnade hat arsi, ape hi dekhe. So Akal Purkh Vaheguru has this mirror in their own hands, because they are the creator of this world, and they, by looking through that mirror as such, they can see all the world. In other words, they have created everything, and then they look over their creation because they exist within their creation. Ape dekh dikhaeda, shia darsan pekhe. So ape dekh, They look themselves over their creation because they exist within it. Dikhai da, and we look at the creation. So through that mirror, we look at the creation as well. We look through their eyes as such because they exist in every part of our body. They exist in all the creation. So we're using their mirror to see each other, their energy, their Shakti, their power. Without their power, we won't be able to see. So we are using this metaphorical mirror to look through to see the creation. They look themselves and they also show us the creation. So they show even to the extent of the 6 schools of thought. The 6 schools of thought Bhai Sahib Ji described in the first var, and they spent a body on each school of how the creation, how people thought the creation was created, which message was the way to get to Vaheguru. I've described all of those in the first var, so we're not going to go through them again. But even those different schools of thought are seen through this metaphorical mirror. Jeha muh karpalada teve hai dekhe. So Bhai Sahib Ji is describing whichever way we look in that mirror, whatever we look through that mirror and whatever we look for, palada, whatever we are looking for, that is what we'll see. So how does that work? What we look for? Generally, when you look in a mirror, you see what you see what's already there. But this special mirror that Vaheguru Ji is describing, Bhai Sahib Ji is describing, this mirror of Vaheguru, is whatever we look for, that is what we will see within that mirror. So how is that? Hasade hasada dekhiye so roop sarekhe. So Bhai Sahib Ji is describing somebody who laughs, somebody who's kush. They will see in the creation kushi. So when they look through that mirror to look at the creation, if they're happy people, they will see happy people. That happiness spreads. That is what they will see. Just as a Brahmgyani, a Gursikh, they are one with Vaheguru, they will see oneness with Vaheguru within all the creation. And then further, Bhai Sahib Ji describing, Ronde dese ro banda hoy nimak namik hai. So those who cry, they will see people crying. So those who are sad, jis tarah in Gurmukhs, you have Biragis. If they're Biragi, they will find and seek out Biragis. They will see Biragis. In the same way, Bhai Sahib Ji is describing here that if we're sad, we will see people that all the world is sad. In other words, jis tarah apne andar hundaya. If we are krodhi, we will generally be angry people. I'll use an example of anger, krodh. We might see anger in everybody. If we have a lot of lust within either of us, we will judge everybody else through our own eyes by looking at that mirror. We will judge everybody by ourselves. We will think everybody else is lustful. Actually, it's ourselves. But Bhai Sahib Ji is saying that we judge people depending on what our thoughts are. That's what that mirror does. So whatever we look for, that's what we will see in that mirror within their creation. And anybody who within a blink we will see that. Within a blink we will see those things. And then at the end of this body, Bhai Sahib Ji describing Ape aap varatada satsang vesekh hai. So Ape aap varatada. Bhai Sahib Ji is describing that God themselves, Vaheguru themselves, is doing everything because they exist in all of us. They exist in all of us, and those therefore Ape aap vartada, their power, their Shakti, their energy, that is what is at work. And that is what is happening. And if we want to experience that energy, we want to experience that oneness, that power, Samrat Guru Vaheguru, Satsang Visekha, we can only see them and find them in the Sad Sangat that's coming into the sanctuary of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. And only through the Sad Sangat can we understand and we can experience and we can realize Vaheguru. So in this first body, Bhai Sahib Ji just describes the greatness of Vaheguru, how this mirror, this metaphorical mirror, is their own creation. They look at their creation. We look at the creation through that mirror, but we only see what we want to see. So if we ask for good things, we will be given good things. If we ask for do ardasa for Sikhi, we'll get given Sikhi. If we do negative ardasa, Vaheguru Ji will also give us that as well. So that's another way we can translate that. Whatever we look for, that is what we will see. Whatever we ask for, that is all that we will gain. That is how Vaheguru works in their almighty power. If I've made any mistakes, I beg for forgiveness. We are all trying to learn and understand Gursikhi better and Gurbani better. And through Bhai Gurdas Sahib Ji the Vaaran, we hope to do that. Bless me so I can continue sharing these teachings correctly. Deho sajjan asishdiyan Jehovah Sahib si mail lekha ka tahna shutiya khin khin pulanhar baksan har baksle nanak par utar. Let us read this last line and we will see each other again next time. Ape aap varat da satsang visekh hai. Vaheguru Ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki fateh.
मेरी कलम